stage is set. All there's left to do now is play this game. Georgia and Ohio State meeting up for the first time in a decade with a trip to the national championship on the line. Violence and physicality, those are two of the adjectives that these two head coaches described when they talked about what they thought this matchup would actually look like. You look at Ohio State, they got embarrassed by their rival Michigan, and they missed a trip to the conference championship, so you better believe they will have a lot of motivation heading into this matchup with the Dogs tonight. Georgia, on the other hand, they don't really have a whole lot to prove in this game. They are undefeated. They have no doubt been the best team in college football so far this year. They won their first SEC championship for the first time since 2017, and they will be ready come a couple hours from now. But both of these head coaches said there's just a couple of key things when it comes to winning tonight.
Physicality at the line of scrimmage has been really critical, and you look across the board, teams that run the ball well tend to win these games. Also, red area third down and explosive plays are indicators, but the line of scrimmage play and physicality, but you know, physicality can be a lot of different ways. It can be on the perimeter, it can be on special teams, it can be a lot of different venues, ways of looking at it.
Playing in the CFP, you know, you're going to be playing football at the highest level, and this is going to be an unbelievable environment and electric atmosphere, and you know, playing a Mercedes-Benz, and our guys have been practicing that way and preparing that way so that we can play our best football.
One thing I thought was really interesting is there were two totally different practice styles from these teams this week. Ohio State pumping in a lot of crowd noise because they anticipate a really raucous environment. But Georgia, on the other hand, it was business as usual, even doing yoga on Thursday, something they do all season long. So they are ready for this moment. They've been here before. Joining me now, I've got Reggie Chapman with a really awesome angle about what college coaches talk about all the time. Getting to the top is really difficult, but staying there and sustaining this success, even more difficult.
Yeah, it's really interesting because this Georgia team is trying to do something that hasn't been done in over a decade. Repeat as national champions. Many people talked going into the season that they didn't have the talent left because of how much talent left from last season, but they're back on this stage, one game away from getting back to a title game. Now, a coach that was actually on that Alabama staff that brought his team to 2 national championships was Kirby Smart. He's a guy that runs his program here at Georgia like a business, and he took a business-like approach, keeping his guys ready for this moment.
We have a couple in-house sports psychologists that we talked about how the mighty fall, and some business structures, you know, the blockbuster model, and some different models where, you know, ego got the best of organizations in the business world, the corporate world. I had experiences at Alabama, and I knew the kind of year it would be. It's always a little tougher to bring everybody back to home base. It was much easier for us this year because we had so many players leave, and we had a hungrier young team.
Fans are inside the building. You're starting to hear cheers. Georgia's out on the field getting warmed up. This is going to be awesome.
Ohio State looked a little nervous. I'm just kidding. I think they looked a little anxious to get this game kicked off. We all are. It's been over a month since these two teams have played. Georgia locked in. Ohio State locked in. Who's going to LA at the end of the night? We'll find out.